welcome back to Dynamics Academy YouTube channel. Dynamics Academy brings you video course on Dynamics 5, Power Platform, Azure and Microsoft 365. So in this video, we are going to talk about solutions. We have created multiple other videos which is also talking about solution. So in this particular video, we are talking about how we can create a new solution and how we can add comments into this particular solution. Basically, using solution, you can just transport your customization from one organization to another. So it is quite useful for the system admin as well as the developers in order to transport their customization once they done the development part. So I'll be sharing my screen and show you where you can access the solution within the customer engagement application, and also how you can create a new solution and then add comments into it. So stay tuned. So in this video, we are going to talk about the concept of solutions in Dynamics 5 customer engagement. So we will look at what is a solution, what are the different types of solution you have, and then how we can make use of solution in the development of Dynamics 5 customer engagement. So we'll also see some practicals like how to create a solution, how to make use of it, and etc. Okay, so first of all, what is a solution? So a solution is a mechanism just to transport your customization from one organization to another. This is a concept available in Dynamics 5 customer engagement. So this concept is very useful while you are just transporting your customization. At the same point in time, when you're just going to the advanced level, it is a bit confusing. So in this video, we'll be talking about the basics and how to utilize it and etc. with the help of practical. And there are more videos are needed in order to explain the whole concept of solution. So I have another video just talking about advanced concepts of solutions such as cloning, patching, and etc. So solution is nothing but a mechanism just to transport your customization from one organization to another while you're doing the customization. So when you're just performing customization in your CRM organization, such as creating a new entity, customizing the fields of an entity, or like creating a new dashboard, or just customizing the columns of a view, etc., you have to move that solution from one organization to another organization. Organization here, I mean the CRM organization or the environment, I would say. So if you're doing the development on your development organization or environment, which is on your disposal, you just want to migrate those changes into a production environment. So normally you will have three systems at least: the development environment, the UAT or the testing environment, and the production environment. So once you complete your customization on the CRM application as per the requirement, you will just combine all that customization and then you move that to the testing environment or to the UAT. And from there, you move that to the production. Or imagine you have only two systems, one development and production. So you do all the development on the development machine and then you move to the production. You can have more than 3 environments as well, depends upon the complexity and the high availability of your application. So while you're just performing the customization, you have to combine all that customization into a container. So that container is known as a solution. So you create that using the UI component, you add all the customization into that, and then you export it. And then on the target environment, you will import it. So this export import is done by the system admin or the CRM, I would say. So now you understand what is a solution. So there are 3 types of solutions by default. One is the default solution, second is a managed solution, and the third one is the unmanaged solution. So default solution you might have already noticed. So in order to access the default solution, you go to settings and then you go to customization and then customize the system. So what you're seeing here is the default solution. You can even see the name over here written as solution called default solution. So in this default solution, you have all the elements in your CRM organization by default. So when you just purchase or procure the Dynamics 5 customer engagement application, every component untouched will be here. All the entities, all the 400 plus entities, all the option set, web resources, processes, dialog boxes, dashboards, connection roles, report, everything will be available over here. Now, as you customize the application, this will change. So this is the default solution for you. This is the default container. This is a superset. Here you have all the components available. Now you can customize them. And when you customize them, you have to publish it, or you may need to change, you may need to transport these changes into a different system. That is where solution comes into picture. So this is a default solution, And then again, if you go to settings and customization, or directly you can go to solution, you will be able to find a set of other solution. So here I got a bunch of them. Some, I think you can see like somewhere around 91 solutions I have. You can read the name of them, the display name, version, when is it installed, the package type, who is the publisher, and etc. I can see that most of the solutions are managed and some of them are unmanaged. So what is a managed and unmanaged solution? A managed solution is something which is published by a third party, just like Microsoft themselves, or a third party provider like Magnificent Technologies or like Wipro Technologies and etc. So they make changes to your CRM organization. They package it as a managed one, give to you. So this managed solution you cannot change. You can install, uninstall it just like the exe file. So it may have some changes. Those changes you cannot see. You cannot customize it further. And what is an unmanaged solution? Unmanaged solution is also a package where you can add the components after the customization, but it can be changed again. I can get the unmanaged solution from my colleague when he's going for a vacation, and then he import it to his system so that he will get all the changes that I have done. For example, if I have added 2 fields into my account entity and I haven't finished customizing that account entity, in between I went for a vacation or he went for a vacation, so that I need to continue that work. So I will package all that comments into a solution, export it as an unmanaged solution, give to him so that he import it and he can make use of it. So during a development environment, etc., we recommend to use unmanaged solution. So this unmanaged solution again can be exported as a managed solution. While managed solution is just like you can install it, uninstall it. That is the final result of your customization. So next time when you are going to deploy something to your production, it has to be a managed solution. So you created a unmanaged solution on your development environment. You import that to the test environment or UAT. You test it there. While everything is fine, then you just export into a managed solution, and then you just import that into the production as a managed solution. That's how you manage it. So now you are clear. You have unmanaged solution, you have managed solution. Which solution should go to the production environment, etc. Right? So after that, you need to understand how we can manage the solution. So you know where you can access that. This is where you can access it. So what all operation you can do it. So here I have the button to create a new solution. Here I have a button to delete one. Here you have the button to see the dependency of a solution. One solution may be dependent on many other solutions. So you can see that from here. And then you have the option to import a solution into this particular environment or organization. This is my organization. If you look at here, that's the name of my organization. If you can see it. And then I can export it. So this solution I can export to anywhere else. Then I have the option to clone a patch. When you're doing the patching of an existing solution, you can clone a solution. Just make a copy of an existing solution. Then you have an option to apply solution upgrade. If you got one solution and you're upgrading that to the next version, you can apply that. Then you have option to import and export translation. When you are just making your CRM application ready for multiple languages for different locations and geographical region, that point in time you can just import the translation to your system. Or imagine you have made changes to your translations and then you just want to import that into another environment. That's where you're using export translation. And finally, publish all customization option is there. Once you make changes to your solution, you can just publish all that. And you have an option to get solution from the marketplace. So if you're an organization and if you have an idea which can be sold other organization as a product or an add-on, then you can create solutions and make them manage, and then we can upload them into Microsoft Dynamics Marketplace. It is taking some time, it seems. So we can even search for app source. So that is a place, app source. appsource.microsoft.com. This is the URL. So that is where you can directly search it. So next time when you are creating any add-on for Dynamics 5 application, not just for customer engagement, it can be for Business Central or F&O, you can create a package and you can import here. So this is where I'm going to search for it. So you can see if I want to see add-ons only for Dynamics 5 customer engagement, I can search for it. So you can see some of the apps over here, and who is the vendor. You can see that some of them are free. You can see free trial, and some of them are paid. Kanban View PCF, Power Web Form. This is from Power Objects. This is from KPMG. So you can search it based on the application that you want to go for, and then you can download it. So then you can import that into your system. So it will be nothing but another solution. That solution you can import into your CRM organization. So let's see how we can create a solution. So this is where you can search it. So I would say like Power Apps. If I search, I will be able to see some apps which is related to Power Apps. There are 4 or 5 of them. Customer service, if I look at, or if I say anything related to sales, I'll be able to see that. So here I am under settings and solutions. If I want to create a new solution, I can click here and create one. So let me try to create one. So imagine I'm in a situation, I'm just customizing my CRM organization. So I just customize like 4 or 5 entities, for example, account, contact, lead, opportunity I have customized. Then I have created another entity called an employer. So all this customization I have done on my development environment, which I need to move to the production environment. That's where I need a solution. So the first step is create a solution, or I can use an existing solution. That is also possible. So here I can enter the details, etc. I can create a solution. So before I create a new solution, I'll show you an existing solution which I have created. So how to identify that? Just look for manage and manage. So this is one I have created. Let me open that one. The name of that one is ribbon customization. Here, if I come to this one, I can see comments. Only 2 comments are there. But if you go to the default solution in your organization, there will be 9,800 plus comments will be there. Plus whatever comments you have created. Close to 10,000 comments. But here I have only 2. One is account ID, another one is application ribbon. Now, if I want to add anything, I can go here, add existing. I can add a workflow, add process. Then I'm going to add a process over here. So this is one process. I can select here what kind of process it is. I can select that. I can add 1 or 2 and then click add. So they will be added to my solution. So it's asking whether you want to add all the missing required comments as well. I just say yes, that is the best practice. Just click. So you can see the comment added, the 2 processes you have added, plus some of the required comments, because some entities need other comments. So you add all of them. After that, you have option to save it. Then you have export it, so that you'll get a zip file. That zip file you can import into the target environment. So this is where I am, right? So I have utilized an existing solution where I have added some comments. So let me remove everything I have added over here. So this is one. These are the few comments I have added, and then I remove them. Sorry, let me remove them. So it is talking about some limitation I have. Comments of same type I can just remove together. This is being removed. Then I need to remove this, gone, and finally this confirm deletion. I'm deleting the comment. No, I don't need to delete. I just need to remove it. Once you've done the changes, save it again. Alright, so this is how you can utilize an existing solution. And once you just make all the changes to your solution, what you can do is you can just publish all customization. What it means is every time when you are making changes to your system, it will make changes to your default solution. For example, you add 2 new fields to the account entity, you just publish all customization. That means it will update the default solution. Then only you can just see the changes. So what will happen when you're customizing the changes? I mean to say, like, what will happen when you're publishing the customization? What happened is every changes that you have done will be applied to the web server as well as to the database server. So if you have made changes to a component, for example, it may be a change needed on the web pages as well as a change needed to the DB. It can be both. It can be one of these. So to customize all those changes, to publish all those customization, I just click on publish customization over here. So it will take some time. depends upon the load on the server and the number of components you have added to the solution and the speed of internet. Of course, it will just take some time. If everything is fine, it will take hardly a few seconds. So once you just publish all the customization, then you are just good to go ahead and then export the solution or do any other operation. So it is always a good practice just to publish all your customization. Next, what you're going to do is we are going to create a new solution in the system. So I am here setting solution, click new. Here I'll give a solution name. So I'll give a solution like CRM customization August. This is going to be the schema name of that solution. This is the display name. And who is the publisher? So every solution needs a publisher. So that publisher can be Magnifest Technologies or Wipro Technologies or whoever it is. So there is a record called publisher in your CRM organization. You can create one. I'll show you how to create one. Or you can select an existing one. So there is a default publisher already available for my organization. I can utilize that or I can create a new one. So what will be the content of this publisher? It will contain the information about the organization, their address and etc. So by looking at the solution as well as the components of it, you will realize, okay, who is the publisher of that particular solution and who made changes. So for example, you are running a CRM organization for many years. So you would have involved multiple vendors for customizing that. So just by looking at the solution and the publisher details inside that, you will realize that, okay, who made changes to that components. So it's very easy to contact them or you can keep track of a release note, etc. So I have selected the default one. Then the version you can mention here just for your requirement, and finally say save it. You also have a configuration page option over here. It can be an HTML page where you can just give information about the configuration needed. So it can be a help page which we are telling the developers how to download it, how to implement it, or what are the changes you have to do. All kind of release note you can incorporate in the configuration page. It has to be a web resource. So this is a fresh solution I have just created. You can see the name of it. Yep. And it is empty. The components are empty. Now I need to start adding the components over here. So this is a subset I have just created. And to this subset, I will add components from the default solution. So what I'll do is I'll go to entity. So I'll be able to see the list of all the entities over here. So it's basically going to show you a dialog or a wizard, I would say, where it will show you the list of all the entities. So you have to select all the entities to which you have made the changes. So imagine you are a developer and you are working on a development environment of CRM. The same set of environment is already there on the testing environment. So after you made changes to your CRM system, you have to select the entities. So I would say I will select account, and then I will say activity, then actual, oh god, and I say appointment, for example, and then click OK. So now you don't need to add the entire entity and it is comments over there. It will make the solution heavier. So that means the exporting and importing will take time. So what is the mechanism available over here is you get the comments of each of the entities. So account, which is one of the three entities I'm trying to add to the solution. So here I'll go to the form. So account got 16 forms. So how many forms you have customized already? Maybe one or two. So you select only those. If you haven't customized anywhere, you don't need to, because the same set of forms will be there on the target environment. So you don't need to carry forward again. So depends upon the number of forms you have customized, select only them. And then views, have you made changes to any? If yes, select them. Fields, have you created any new or customized anyone? Else you can simply leave it and go to the next entity, where if you have made only one field change, just select that, not all of them. I just added only these two fields, I select them. Else you can select the rest of the thing. And then you go to third entity, where also I just select all this form, click finish. So only those components will be added. If you want to add all the asset, you have this option, add all asset. That means that particular entity with all of the assets of that one will be added to the solution. So when you are doing customization on a live system, what I want to say is like there will be a lot of entities. Sometimes there will be 50 or 100 or 150 entities you will be customizing as a whole team. So if you're adding all those entities and all the components of these entities, it will be a very big solution for you. And then when you export it will take sometimes many hours. I have had experience working for my previous organization where the team used to export a solution taking 3 hours. It was CRM 2013 and 2011 that point, and 13 and 11. So it used to take a lot of time because of the size of the solution. One thing. Second thing is, it was older version of CRM. And that point in time, we didn't have this option of selecting the comments and adding to the solution, unfortunately. So here I have created a solution. I save it. And what is remaining for me is just publish all customization. Once you've done that, I just say export the solution. So it's asking me to publish all customization, which is like a custom. Every time when you make changes to any entity or a component in the CRM system, or you make changes to any solution, it is a good practice. You just publish all customization so that you are not going to miss out anything in the present system as well as in the new system. So let's do that. I'm doing it. And after everything got published, you just need to click next. It will ask a few questions to you. You select all that questions and you get input, and then you just click next. So it will export your solution along with the components. So that will be a zip file, download to your PC or your server. Take that file and then you can give to the admin, whoever it is, so they can import that to the target environment. If you are managing both the systems, so you can just take it from one system and then export to the other system, and you can do it. If it's a very small file, for example, you can just even transfer it over an email and you can use it. Even if it is a few MBs also, you can do that. Other way, you can just transfer it some other way, like on a pen drive or sharing on a common file folder, or like OneDrive or any other method. You can just transfer it to the target environment, then you can import it. So let us publish first, then we can do it. Alright, so this is the next option. So what all things, other configuration or system setting that you need to export. So we haven't made any changes to any of the settings, right? Such as calendar, email, tracking, marketing, etc. So I just click next. And then the package type that you have to select and manage or manage. So here is clearly written what type of solution you need. If you are going to distribute this to a vendor or distribute this to a customer as a vendor, then you have to select manage. Otherwise, you have to select and manage. I select manage and then click next. So you can see that it's going to download into my local machine. So once it is downloaded, it is ready to be imported to the target environment. So while it's being downloaded, what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into my other CRM environment. Consider this as the production environment, and this is my sandbox. This is my sandbox and this is my production environment. So second one is my production environment. There I'll just navigate to settings, customization and solutions, and then there I'll import it. Give it some time. So here it is being downloaded. It's downloaded. Here it is. So here is the file which is downloaded, and I'll go to the target environment. This is the one which is just opening up. Where I'll go to solutions area, then I import it. So these are two different systems. Alright, so here I am in my target environment. I'll go to advanced settings and then solutions very quickly. Then I say import. This is the import area. And then I have to select my solution. So I'll go to downloads. So this is a solution. Click open. This is a manage solution. You can see the name of my solution, the version number, and manage. Zip file it is. So you can see an error message over here. What it is saying is the import of the solution CRM customization August failed. The following comments are missing in your system and are not included in the solution. So okay, what it is saying is in the target environment, the live environment, the following components are missing because I have installed some new solution in here which are not present over here. And by the way, some of the components I customized and added in the solution are depending on these components which are not present in the target environment, which is very clear. So because of that reason, it is failing. So what I have to do is I need to go back to my source system, my development environment, where I need to go to my solution, which is unmanaged version of it, where I go and then I need to add all those comments one by one. So I can just say like add required comments. There is an option to add all required comments. So I select this account entity, then say add all the required comments. So it will add all of them. There will be a lot of them sometime. Then I add activity, add required comments. Then I repeat the process. What was the third entity? This is on appointment EMR. I all the comments, and then I save it. Then I export it once again. So these are the comments which are missing. It says so it may fail again. So I just need to add these comments. Even after adding all the required comments, these comments are missing. Order, quote, etc. are missing. So I can go back and then I can add them. So this might be a time-consuming thing if we haven't planned properly, and if both the systems are not uniform. What I mean by that is if not identical, then it will take a lot of time. So that is quite normal. Sometimes the solution installed on the source and destination wouldn't match. In such situation, you have to go back and forth multiple times. That is pretty normal. If you don't have a documentation, etc., this will happen. So you have to select those entities which I am trying to add, and then you just do the export once again, and then you try to import that. So it might fail for me again, but you understand the process, right? So it will download again. Then I'll go to my target environment, that is this, yeah, where you import again. So you have to select the file once again. Once you download it, it is just being downloaded. No, it is not yet downloaded here. It's just being downloaded here. So it will download here. It's waiting to download. Once you've done that, so here you come back and then you import it. So here you get a dialog where you just click next, so that it will show if everything going fine. Then click next, it will finish it. So it will download that. So the same solution which I have shown you, this is CRM customers in August, a same version of that one will be here also. So that's how you do export import. So in order to do this, you need two CRM organizations. If you don't have two, then even by using one you can try it out, but in order to get it properly you have to do two solutions. So these are the basic operation you can do a solution. So just to summarize, you understand what is a solution and where you use a solution, and what are the different types of solution: manage, and default solution. Then you have seen how we can create a solution. We also talk about publisher, how we can create a solution. I can export it, I can import it. This is what we have seen in this video. I hope this video is useful to you guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.